So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. Sequel to our last video where we gave plenty of updates that have come up in MOHBAD's case. In today's video, we will be continuing with all of those many updates, even more controversial ones. If you've seen me for the first time or if you've been watching without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up already. Do drop your comments as we analyze them. Today's video will begin with addressing the comments and the concerns of many people as to why 4 months after MOHBAD's demise, and despite the autopsy has been carried out, he still has not been buried. Addressing that, his father has now spoken out, insisting that his son will not be buried until the result of the autopsy is made public and until a DNA test is conducted on the child of MOHBAD. Let us listen a little bit to what he said.
Even all my children now, they're against me because they are using money to chase them to against me, which I don't mind. I don't mind because I must get the result of the autopsy and DNA before we can do the burial. That's what I stand on. If I'm not satisfied with the autopsy, the whole world is looking at me now. I will make sure that I did a private ones just to clarify it. Yes, under most. Then my demanding is the result of the autopsy and the DNA is necessary. I will carry everybody along concerning this result. If it is not satisfy me, the whole world will still have impact in doing the private ones.
This position by MOHBAD's dad has literally turned the internet into two. The first set of people believe that MOHBAD's dad is within his rights to insist on getting the autopsy results and the DNA results before MOHBAD is committed to Mother Earth. They are like he owes his son the truth, not just about his death, but about everything. He owes his son that preservation. He owes it to his son's legacy for the truth to be unraveled. And if MOHBAD is buried without these two results, people's attention and focus may shift away from them. So he is right by demanding and insisting on both autopsy results and DNA results. But the other set of people do not share the same sentiments. They have described him as a blood-sucking viper. They wondered why this man, who was the one that gave the direction for MOHBAD to be buried less than 24 hours after he passed, is now the one turning around to talk about DNA, to talk about placenta, to talk about autopsy. They believe that MOHBAD's father's actions are driven by ill intentions. He has seen that a lot of people despise his daughter-in-law, and he is trying to capitalize on that situation, trying to discredit the paternity of the child that MOHBAD had, so he can be the sole beneficiary of MOHBAD's properties and all the contributions that were made for him. They swear that that is his whole intentions, not justice for his child. On this, do let us know what you think in the comments section. Do you actually think that MOHBAD's father talking about how placenta was not given to him and he doesn't know where the placenta was taken to, therefore DNA must be conducted and autopsy results must be published before his son is buried, despite the boy's mother has been weeping, saying that his spirit is hovering, his spirit is not at ease, he needs to be buried? Do you think that MOHBAD's dad has sufficient grounds and reasons for him to refuse the burial of his son? Do let us know what you think about this down in the comment section. Well, it seems that MOHBAD's father will not be done talking to members of the press anytime soon. He took to another interview alleging that his daughter-in-law Wunmi, as well as the head of the chambers that represent her, Barrister Femi Falana, are both after his life and want to kill him. Hear him.
My message is right now that I need justice for my son, and I want people to support me. When you're talking about this delaying of autopsy and some other things, it can resort to denial. I do not trust anyone now. Even with the threatening, this Falana and his clients used to me. I was unable to sleep. I need help, and I want people to support me, because the autopsy is going to be done by private.
Yeah, private.
Yes. So another thing is, I don't know where to live now, because this threatening yesterday, when I hear somebody knocking at the gate, I was even scared that maybe it's those people that Wunmi said they want to come. And the Falana was seized by our side.
You said something now that your daughter-in-law might be sending people.
Yes.
Why would you say that, sir?
You did not hear the threatening voice when he called me when I was at the mountain. I did not on my phone till the evening time when I just off phone, and he used strange line to call me. Say you can me. Say is anything happens so. And I recorded the whole thing. And Falana was aware of this. Upon all, he was still standing by our side. When I'm passing this K2, I saw this what is the mode when I see that this lawyer.
Gani Fawayimi.
If Falana want to behave in this kind of manner, can his own mode put at the junction because of this MOHBAD case? He want to manipulate because of money. The name that this man has been building since all this day, and we're from the same Ekiti.
Well, the Falana chambers have retorted, and in their response, they had this to say. Mr. Joseph Aloba, that's Mohbad's dad, told Wunmi to hand over Liam to him for him to take him to conduct a DNA test. He made his lawyers to write to Wunmi that she has to hand over Liam to him so he himself can take him for a DNA test. The Falana chambers replied to Mohbad's father via his lawyers that since he wants Liam to be handed over to him for DNA, which he has mentioned, they will take blood samples, etc. Liam needs to be protected as per his child's rights, so Mr. Aloba and his lawyers should get a court order and bring it to them before such a request of handing over the child to him can be granted. Remember that Mr. Aloba is not Liam's parent, so he cannot even request for DNA. But considering all of the circumstances and the situations going on, Falana Chamber has agreed with their client Wunmi to grant Mr. Aloba his request, but ensure that the law can protect and ensure the child's safety. Since then, Mr. Aloba has not gone to get the court order, but rather he has been granting interviews, defaming the Falanas, and now accusing them of wanting to kill him. They've also told him to desist from that, or they will have to take that accusation to court for him to prove to them where Falana made threats to his life of wanting to kill him. Only thing they told him is to go to get a court order requesting for the child to be handed over to him. Remember, he is not a parent, and apart from the parents, it is only the court that can grant that a child's samples, blood, etc. to be taken out for DNA. At the end of this video, you guys would understand why I have been very reluctant, weak to give updates about this case. What do you think about this issue, this allegation of threats to life? Mohbad's father alleging that Arista Falana wants to kill him and Wunmi also wants to end his life. What do you think about this allegation? What do you also think about Wunmi's refusal to hand over her son to Mr. Aloba, Mohbad's father? Do you think she's within her rights, considering the enormity of hatred and spite that this man has shown to her ever since her husband died? Do you think she's just being protective of the child, or do you think she's being irrational, stubborn, and deliberately evasive? Let us know what you think down in the comment section. Another very major updates that came up within this period is the serious allegation made by Mohbad's father again that Mohbad left the will and he thumb printed the will instead of signing it. You know, when a lot of people heard this, they were very surprised, because typically in Nigeria, not a lot of 27-year-olds write a will. So it kind of gave the impression that he was suspecting or anticipating his death, or that there is foul play, or there is a forged will somewhere. Listen to what Mr. Aloba said.
I was so sure when I hear say the 26 years was having a will. Me as a father, I'm 60 years of age now. I do not have something like that. I never think of say writing my will. 26 years old boy was writing a will, which is capital no. So they have to collaborate with the lawyer. The lawyer to maybe to put his hand into many things that is not right. 26 years of age, now thinking of have his own way. And MOHBAD is a kind of person that he can never think or say he wants to use hand to stamp it. So instead of that, he will sign. Because he's dead, they have to call lawyer to do their own mathematics inside. It's God that want to expose them.
So yes, when this interview aired, a lot of people found it very unsettling. When did MOHBAD write a will? Who is in custody of the will? Why was it unprinted instead of signed? There were so many questions. And shortly after this interview, MOHBAD's management released a statement addressing this allegation by MOHBAD's father. They said, no members of MOHBAD's management or his lawyer have communicated the existence of a will or any such thumb-printed documents as has recently been falsely reported to any member of the family or the public. We would like to state with certainty that if any such document did exist, it would have duly been registered with the probate registry. We therefore plead with everyone to refrain from sharing false and misleading statements like this. They went further to clarify that all accounts owned and controlled by Imole during his lifetime were immediately put on post-no debit order on the 12th of September, meaning his accounts are frozen. This order remains valid till date. These accounts will be properly handed over to the family upon resolution of the internal dispute. And then they thanked people for their support. So obviously there is a serious internal dispute as to who should get MOHBAD's money and properties. Who is seeing the crux of this issue? Who is seeing where this case is heading to? Who is seeing the intentions behind some actions? So the management have admitted that there is an internal dispute as to the claims of his money in the bank. Well, after this very heavy disclaimer, MOHBAD's management went ahead to slam MOHBAD's father with a 200 million naira defamation lawsuit, demanding a retraction of his statement within 14 days. They described Mr. Aloba's statement as blatantly false and maliciously done with the intent of whooping public sentiments. So once again, you guys can see why it has become pretty difficult for me to even speak about this case, because it's very confusing understanding the trajectory of this case. If you are hearing about this MOHBAD issue for the first time in this video, you will think that the crux of the matter, the bone of contention, is property division, legitimacy of a child. The case has been bastardized. Bastardized by different people with different interests, suits upon suits, demands and counter demands, and one is wondering, have we lost focus here? Where does justice for MOHBAD come in? This looks every inch like a battle for property, like a property dispute. To end this video, let us address the elephant in the room. Why the courts hearing the inquest have not sat for 2 whole months. I know that at a time there was strike that stopped the court from sitting, but I believe that that strike was called off. So why the silence? Why hasn't the hearing continued since November? Has the case indeed been swept under the carpet? Well, Lagos State Police spokesman gave an update last month revealing that the police command have not gotten the result of the autopsy that was done in the United States. The result from the pathologist. I am not quite certain if that result has been made available now, but I'm believing that hearing will commence soonest, so we can begin making good progress on this case. I will keep us updated as more information come to light. Let us know what you think about every point, everything that we have discussed in this video. Drop your comments down in the comment section. So guys, yes, we have come to the end of today's video. If you see me for the first time, or if you've been watching without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, drop all your comments down in the comment section, and stay glued because we have so much more coming your way. Don't also forget to follow me on Instagram at Nezeville for bits and snippets of all of these many news that we cover. It's me, your girl barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.